the All Night Long Wrestling Podcast. With the Enforcer.
I believe they're called enforcers, Gordon. I sell women's shoes.
And the Stallion.
Stallion, baby! I am not what you would call a handsome man. I'll kick you in the nuts and you'll smile at me and like it. Oh, nice!
All right, March the 2nd here in New York City, braving the monsoon. It's the All Night Long Wrestling Podcast. And tonight we have a very special guest with us, one of the rising female independent superstars. We have Miss Aria Blake with us. Aria, how are you tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Great. Thank you for asking. So thank you for joining us tonight. Now, just I guess to get a little background on you, I know I've done a lot of stuff. I know you wrestled in a lot of different promotions. That you've come very far along in a short period of time. What made you decide to get into pro wrestling? Were you a fan growing up? Did you have friends that got into the business? What made you decide to get into it?
I was definitely a fan growing up. I started watching when I was, I think, 14, I want to say. Yeah, 14. My younger brother was a fan at the time, and I just happened to catch it one night. He was watching SmackDown, and I saw the Divas, and I was like, that's amazing. I knew it was like what I needed to do. And then I just got into it when I was 19, I want to say.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So that was pretty quick. So now, when you watched, at that age, kind of growing up, in your teenage years, I mean, I was watching around that time, too. When I was young, I had some favorites or people that I found to be like inspirational or really captivating on television. So were there, wrestlers, whether it was male or female, that you really enjoyed watching and kind of made you want to get into the business even more?
Absolutely. Jeff Hardy is my favorite wrestler, always has been, and I think will be for probably ever, because he's like the reason I got into wrestling. He's my biggest inspiration. I also really look up to like Rey Mysterio, Edge, Jericho, Melina, Beth Phoenix.
Wow, yeah, that's definitely a good crop of wrestlers. Now, I know one thing we like to ask folks when they come on our show is just a kind of a personal battle between me and my co-host here. But I know maybe a little bit past the time when you started watching. But if you had to choose between a wrestler that you preferred better, whether it was in ring or overall, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, do you have a preference between one of the two?
Shawn Michaels.
Oh, thank God. Okay, there we go. That's what I needed. I needed to hear that. I feel better today. That's great. So you got into the business, started wrestling when you were 19. Now, from what I read on you, you were trained by Jay Lethal, right?
Right.
And Jay Lethal, at least in our opinion, and I think in a lot of people's opinion, he is one of the best wrestlers in the world, and he has been one of the best wrestlers in the world for quite some time. So what was it like being trained by him and in his studio, and what was it like for working with him?
I definitely agree with what you're saying. Hello there.
Talk about unprofessional. I sincerely apologize. It's literally a hurricane. So
it's all good. I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, it's brutal. I made it though. Oof.
Welcome. So training. It was really fun. It was really cool getting to learn, especially from someone that I respect, and I know that they know what they're talking about. They can teach me their craft pretty well.
So wait, he just caught me up on things. We went over Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, and you said Shawn Michaels?
Yeah, she's on my side. Yeah.
That's a little devastating. I'm a big Bret Hart guy. Excellence of execution. Okay, hold on.
When she's right, she's right, man.
Hold on. What about Shawn Michaels did you like better than Bret Hart?
More aesthetically pleasing for sure. All
right, I'm not much of a looks guy myself.
I'm not done.
I'm on Team Bret Hart. Okay,
she's not wrong. I'm just saying.
No, he's a better looking. Whatever.
Right.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, Shawn Michaels is my boyfriend's favorite wrestler, and he's trying to like go for a little 2018 modern Shawn Michaels look. So I feel like obligated I have to say that, But I don't know. I just feel like he's the GOAT.
He's good.
Shawn Michaels was 2018.
Bret Hart is the Canadian GOAT.
Canadian GOAT just sounds bad. I don't care what you do.
There's all types of GOATs.
That's true. But I don't care if it's 1988 Shawn Michaels or 2018 kind of weird stuff going on Shawn Michaels. He's still a great looking guy. So
I'm glad we figured that out.
He's, I think Bret Hart's a better wrestler. Shawn Michaels is the better looking guy.
And that's fine. So, So you said you got trained by Jay, right? He's one of the best wrestlers in the world. How long did you train with him before you got to have your first match?
I began training in April 2014 and debuted January 31st, 2015.
Wow, 7 months. How often were you training in those 7 months, out of curiosity?
2 to 3 times a week. I also went to college at the time, so kind of depending on my school.
Gotcha. And I mean, first match jitters, were they there, or was it something that, you know, you've worked through so much in the gym, especially like with Jay, that it didn't even bother you?
My first match, I definitely was nervous because I was like, wow, I'm actually wrestling. But it was like a student over the top battle royal. So it was myself and a bunch of my friends that I've trained with, like Aspen Rose, Hunter Law, Troy Hollywood, Snoop Strikes. And it was just really comfortable being there with my friends, getting to experience it. I think for almost all of us, except one, it was like our first match. So it was a really fun first match, an unconventional one.
Especially in an atmosphere where like you're among friends. There's not like a lot of, I would assume in that situation, there's not like a lot of egos going on and everything was kind of cool with each other.
It was a little while ago, but no, I think we were all dumb and we didn't want anyone to think they were better than the other. I don't know, but egos, it's really hard to say because Hunter and Hollywood and Snoop have the biggest egos. So I think that theirs have definitely risen since.
I think in professional wrestling, you have to have some sort of like some semblance of a pretty strong ego to be able to do that, get in the ring and then perform in front of people and want either the adoration from the fans or the hatred from the fans, all depending.
Oh, yeah. And those are my best friends. So, of course, I'm going to say that, too, about those three. But they're lovely humans. But, yeah, we all are definitely, like, crazy egomaniacs to even do this in the first place.
I like how you button it up by saying they're all lovely humans after you bury their ego. I'm just kidding.
Well, like, Hunter's my boyfriend, so I'll say that. And then Snoop and Hollywood are, like, on record in my vlog having egos. So.
And where can everybody check out the blog while we're talking about it?
Vlog. It's on YouTube. I don't know the link off the top of my head because I'm not popular enough to have like a custom URL, but if you just search for me, I'm there.
We know the feeling.
Yeah, we're
fair enough.
Roughly 107,000 subscribers away from getting our own custom link, so maybe we'll work on it. No, actually, we're checking out the vlog today. I know it's a video blog. I don't know the term was vlog. I've learned something today too. Yeah. So we'll definitely put the link up because they're pretty entertaining. Speaking of the blog, we're talking about Santana Garrett.
Yeah, so we watched one of your video blogs recently, and we saw, I believe it was your room. There was a hole in the wall and a lot of pictures of Santana Garrett. So I'm pretty sure that you're a big fan of Santana Garrett.
Definitely, yeah. No, that was not my room. That was a room that I just happened to walk into one crazy MLW day, and it was weird.
Okay, all right. That's fair enough. So have you met Santana? Have you worked with her? I know you guys may have been on some shows together.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So you walked into a random shrine of Santana Garrett. That would kind of freak me out too a little bit.
Well, I think if you go to MLW.com, you can find out why it was there.
Oh, okay.
There's the teaser. Nice.
That's
now I'm
really
excited to go to MLW.com.
Or there might be like another teaser on their YouTube.
Oh, now I'm exhausted.
Well, that could be less work.
There you go. That works too.
Very good. So I know you've wrestled in a lot of different places, but again, looking at some of the places you wrestled, I think American Combat Wrestling, and I believe that you won your first championship there, the ACW Women's Championship. Is that right?
That is right.
So what was that feeling like? After going through training and going through your first match and and having some time in the ring to win a championship, in a promotion like this, for them to give you that honor. How did that make you feel? What was that experience like?
It was very last minute, so it's not like something I knew would come to fruition and was waiting on. Like, it was very last minute, and it was unreal. Like, it's really cool to be acknowledged for doing a good job and being recognized by everybody that's in the behind the scenes work, the fans, all that. Unfortunately, I lost it, but it was still one of the most fun title reigns.
I mean, a lot of people think, professional wrestling and they use the term predetermined. But what I think a lot of people don't understand is that in professional wrestling, when you're given a title, it truly is an acknowledgement because that means the company believes in you to, hold that title and represent them. So winning a title, no matter where you are, I think is a huge accomplishment.
Yeah, I definitely agree because it's not just everybody gets them, you have to work for it.
So now, interview I was watching with you today. You said you traveled a lot. You did want to travel the world. You hadn't traveled the world at this point. Where's I know you're located, I believe, in Florida.
Correct.
So where's the furthest you've gone? The furthest you've wrestled, and what other kind of, I don't want to call them territories because it seems very 80s. But what other promotions? Maybe we could say promotions. What other promotions would you like to work in? Whether it be worldwide or within the United States.
In the U.S., the furthest I've traveled is Chicago for Rise. That was in 2016, I think. I'm really bad with numbers and dates. That was the most north I've been, just in general, not just for wrestling, but I don't like to get out of the hot weather. I really love working for Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment. That's a really fun place. Same with Fest in Gainesville, Florida. It's like a big party every show, and it's insane. It's crazy. I really liked working for ACW, like you had mentioned, Shine, FIP. The new states I've added so far this year, I added Louisiana for Elevate Pro, and I'll be back there for Mania Weekend.
Mania Weekend. With professional wrestling, Mania Weekend is the biggest event of the year for everybody. So what do you have planned for WrestleCon or for Mania Weekend?
I will be signing at WrestleCon with my tag partner, Selena De La Renta. We will be there with River City Wrestling. I don't know what else I'll be doing because I'll probably be in a sling. I have surgery like 3 weeks before. So I'm going to get surgery and then sit in the car for 10, 11 hours each way.
I'm not a doctor, but I feel like that wouldn't be the best course of action after surgery. What's the healing up time and how you feeling?
Well, I'm not driving, so it's like I'll just be hopefully passed out in the back seat. But I have a boo-booed up shoulder, and I have like a weird thing with like my ligaments. Like it would be so much easier if I just like fell and broke my arm and put it in a cast for a month or so. But it's not like a really intense procedure. I'm not getting split open. They just go in with like a little scope and have to clip the ligaments and make it all nice and pretty again. But it's the being able to really function and stuff like that I'm going to need to take a lot of time and recover with. Cause I guess like these ligaments are like pushing my shoulder kind of more out of place. So just need to get it in place.
That doesn't sound.
That doesn't. No, that sounds not.
No, that sounds. I like the technical term of boo-booed up shoulder. That really got me. Yeah. So they do have. So it's arthroscopic. So like small incision, kind of back to business in a couple of weeks.
I hope so. I know that it's not going to be a massive scar or anything of that sort. Thankfully, they don't have to cut. I don't know how long it is. I know that I set up my physical therapy not long after my surgery, so I'll probably have a better idea then.
All right, cool. So I know you mentioned you're going to be down at WrestleCon with Selena. So you guys, your team is called the Spoiled Brats. So at Spoiled Brats MA on Twitter, by the way, for those looking to follow. Nice. I definitely follow them. So can you just tell us a little bit about how you guys, got together, formed as a team, and then more about the Spoiled Brats?
Yeah, we met at the Team Vision Dojo in Orlando in 2016. Santana was there too. We just talked about her. We met and like, honestly, I couldn't stand her at first. I was like, she's obnoxious and wow.
That's actually how we became friends. So it makes a lot of sense. No, I'm just kidding.
Which one of you is me and which one of you is Selena?
That's.
I don't know how to make that comparison.
No, I'm the unattractive one out of us two. So however that translates,
that
I don't know.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't work. So.
We'll get back on that.
Yeah, we'll do some research. We'll
shopping. But yeah, so then not long after that, we wrestled each other like 2 or 3 times within like 2 weeks of each other. So we had to get to know each other very quickly, and we worked very well together. We just like, after I was like, okay, maybe she's not a dumb, I was like, she's very likable. We have a lot of the same interests, and we're just the same person. Like she says that I'm white her and she's Puerto Rican me. We're the same human in 2 bodies. She's my best friend.